biscuit, making gravy, making cake, making cookies. Yeah, Storm's Kitchen, ooh, Storm's Kitchen. Today's episode of Storm's Kitchen, we're going to do a shrimp boil. Now, we are going to use the frying tank with our water and stuff, and we're going to do it actually inside today. It's a little cool out. It's a rivalry week in college football, so we're watching all the rivalry games, waiting on the Kentucky-Louisville game to come on. But since we're using water and not oil, it's quite safe to do it inside, and we are in the shop building. It's not like we're inside the house or anything like that. We are in the outdoor shop building. So we will be using this because it does have water in it. If you are deep frying a turkey or something with the oil, I don't recommend that you do it indoors. That one needs to be done outside. But since we're just using water, we're going to do this inside today. So I'm going to take you over now, show you the ingredients. Looking at our ingredients now, and I showed you a picture as it came on with the list on there. But we'll be using shrimp. You can also put the crawfish in it. Now, before everybody blows the comments up, I know for a fact that people have a better way of doing it. Somebody always has a better way of cooking this and everything. I'm just going to show you the basics on a shrimp boil. And to get live seafood here in Kentucky, it's a little more difficult. This time of year especially than it would be, if I lived on the coast. So we're going to put the shrimp or crawfish in it, onion, potatoes, corn, sausage. We've got the butter. Then we've got our Old Bay seasoning, and also the crab boil, cayenne pepper, and some Slap Your Mama sauce. And we'll be putting that in layers that I'll go step by step with you on that. But first we'll get the water in, we'll get it to boiling, and then I'll show you the first thing to go in, which will be the potatoes and the onions. All right, we have the Alabama-Auburn game on TV out here in the shop building watching it as we prepping everything. Ryan already has the sausage cut up there, and he's starting on the potatoes now, just halving those out. When our water starts to boil, we'll have everything prepped and ready. We'll drop the potatoes and the onions in, and we'll get started. All right, we're going to add our seasoning. We've got our water and our butter is already in there. We'll drop the whole packet of this in there. That's your crab boil. We're going to put a 12-ounce can of beer. Any brand, but I'd use an old nasty brand like Busch Light. That seems pretty nasty. I don't know anything about that. Got that from my crazy uncle. Some Old Bay seasoning. I'm just going to douse it in there pretty good to my liking. Got to have a little cayenne pepper. Something in there, and a Slap Your Mama sauce, which I don't have open evidently. There it is. And we'll add a little more seasoning later if need be. It'll be good. We'll get that to boiling, and then we'll come back and drop our potatoes and onions in. All right, it's boiling. We've got the bag out now and put it in here, the seasoning bag. And we're going to ease it down in that boiling water. That's the potatoes and the onions. And we're going to do it real easy, so we make sure that there shouldn't be enough water in there to boil over, but just in case, we go in there easy. You drop it right down in there. We're going to leave that for 8 minutes. 8 minutes, I'm going to start my timer when the water's going to start rolling boil again. We'll leave that for 8 minutes, and then we're going to come back and put the sausage in. All right, our time has elapsed. I'm going to ease it up just enough to where it don't splash. We're going to pour the sausage in. Let it back down in there. Start the timer. Sausage will be in there for about 5 minutes. We'll drop the corn in. All right, it's time now to put the corn in. Same thing, I'm going to pick the basket up just enough so the water ain't splashing everywhere. We're going to drop the corn in. We're going to leave it in for about 7 minutes. We're going to boil it for 7 minutes. Go in there and get it under the water. And then we'll be back for the shrimp. Shrimp will be next. All right. It's time now to add the shrimp or crawfish, whatever you add here. Again, I'm just pulling it up enough to where it won't splatter. We're going to pour the shrimp in. We're going to let it go for about 4 minutes. Boil for 4 minutes. Then we'll come back and we'll look and see what we got. It's going to be good. All right, that is our time. We're going to pull it out now. If we had a great big old table, we'd like to throw it out on. But for today, we're just going to put it in these pans. We're going to pop it out. I do have the burner off. I'm going to watch the steam and not scare myself. Scour, is that a word? Scour?
Burn yourself.
Burn myself. Notice I have the welding gloves on. I'm going to dump it out. Remove the bag. You don't want to eat the bag. Now, you can season it a little bit more. It's probably good and spicy right there right now. But we'll come back with some more of the seasoning. Sprinkle on it as needed. And there you go. There's your shrimp boil. All right, now we're adding some extra seasoning here.
Garlic butter.
Got some garlic butter. Mmm.
You don't use garlic for anything.
Put the rest of our seasoning on there. Stir it up real good, and it is ready to go. Enjoy your shrimp boil, and thanks for watching Storm's Kitchen. Storm's Kitchen, ooh, Storm's Kitchen. Making biscuits, making gravy, making cake.